What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today's Fan Friday, and today's winner was Golem Machamp. Now, this deck has been suggested multiple times, but I finally won, and it's gonna be a rough game here. Now, if you don't know, Golem has 150 HP, so solid. 150 HP is a lot of HP for a stage 2 in this game nowadays. But it has Stone Edge, 60, flip a coin. If his attack does 30 more damage. That's not what we're going to use here. We're going to use Explosion. It does 150 damage, and this Pokemon does 100 damage to itself. Now, combine this with multiple cards. You have Fighting Stadium, which could bump it up to 170. A Strong Energy could bump it up to 190. And we also play two Machamps here. Now, Machamp has the attack, or the ability, Fighting Fury. Each of your fighting Pokemon's attack do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So let's do the math again. 150, 170, 190, 210, and 230. So you can do a maximum of 230 if everything goes right. But Golem does need two fighting energies and a DCE. So there's no real way you can actually power up Golem here. He is going to take at least 3 turns before you start attacking. And we do have to play the Geodude and Graveler in the deck. Geodude has Rollout for 10, Flail. This attack does 10 damage times the number of damage counters on this Pokemon. And we have Graveler here, Double Edge 60, 20 damage to self, Rollout for 80. But hopefully with Milotic here, we only play a 1-1 Milotic line here. And this is for when your first Golem gets knocked out, you can knock out a Milotic to use Energy Grace once during your turn before you attack. You may knock out this Pokemon. If you do, attach 3 basic energy cards from your discard pile to this Pokemon, excluding Pokemon EX. So like I said, once a Golem knocks out, you can present a new Golem, Energy Grace, and knock out the Milotic, put 2 energies on the Golem, and hopefully have another DC in your hand to attach the Golem. Maybe 3 energies and attach a Strong Energy. It's a really risky play, but that's the only way I can really think to power up Golem. You could maybe use a Fighting Landorus, but that's not as exciting, and it's only 1 energy. They're gonna one-shot your Landorus over and over again while you're powering up a Golem fairly slow. We do play 2 Shaman here just for the setup, or you could use Sky Return, but setup draw. You have 6 cards in your hand. Sky Return for 30. Return Shaman and all cards attached to in your hand. And so that's all the Pokemon here. No Machoke, no Machop. Machamp, there we go. And I'll go over that in a second why we don't play those cards. We do play 2 Battle Compressors, search deck for 3 cards, and discard them. Or search deck for 3 cards and discard them. Usually, you're going to discard some Machamps and some supporters, depending on the situation, maybe some fighting energies. 1 computer search for consistency, 3 rare candy, and if you notice, we do play a 4-3-3 Golem line. You can maybe try to fit a 4th one in here, but the space is really tight. It's really hard to fit this in here. There's a lot of cards you have to play in this deck. So we're playing a 4-3-3, hoping that multiple Golems are prized. But you can rare candy a Geodude into Golem. But that doesn't really matter early game because you're going to need at least three turns to tackle Golem, which is pretty bad here. So you do play 1 Sacred Ash, just to shuffle 5 Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck. Maybe we can use reload. We can reuse Milotic. Maybe get some Golems back if we do have to discard them early. 2 Switch, just in case they do Lyson or something up. 4 Ultra Ball to search out any Pokemon. 3 Via Secret to reuse supporters. 1 Colors, shuffle your hand to your deck. Then draw number of cards equal to the number of bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponent. 1 Lysander, bring up a bench Pokemon. 1 Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick. Now, we've seen Archie's before, but we really haven't seen Maxie's besides Archeops here, which says put a fighting Pokemon from your discard pile onto your bench, then draw 5 cards. And of course, this is going to be used for Machamp. Now, you could use this for Golem. You can maybe max the Golem back, and then Energy Gates and knock out the Milotic, put the energies on a Golem, but this is going to be fairly hard. I don't think we're going to pull off Maxis that often. It's really hard in this deck because we only play 2 Compressor. We really can't play your hand down. Just like Archie's Maxi said, you can only play this card when it's the last card in your hand. So it's fairly hard to do that, but maybe we can do it early enough and get a Machamp out so you can start stacking 20 damage. But if not, I mean, like I said, we can do 150, 170, 190, which knocks out the majority of the X's. You're just probably going to lose to the Primals. You're gonna lose primals and the megas. Like there's nothing you're gonna do to actually win those games. Now we play 2 in here, 4 Juniper and 1 Skyla. The Skyla could be used, search for a rare candy, maybe a Stadia, maybe a Switch. Now we've talked about fighting stadium. You keep hearing me say plus 20, plus 20, but basically it says the attacks of each fighting Pokemon to play do 20 more damage to the defending Pokemon EX. Now we do play 3 Protection Cube. Protection Cube. Remember that Golem says Explosion does 100 damage to itself, but with Protection Cube, it says prevent all damage done to the Pokemon this card is attached to by attacks it uses. So if you have a Protection Cube on the Golem and you explode, you actually don't do the 100 damage to yourself, and you do straight up 150 damage, which is pretty strong there. Sadly, it doesn't. If only you need like 3 fighting, it might be doable, or just maybe 2. But we sadly see the 2 fighting in a DCE. So we play 4 Strong Energy, which says this card can only attach to fighting Pokemon. The attacks of your fighting Pokemon do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon, which is pretty cool there, just to bump up the HP of Golem. 4 DCE, so that way we can make sure we can use Explosion or Sky Return if we need to, and 4 Fighting Energy, because for Fighting Energy, you have to play some of these, so that way you can Energy Grace some from the discard pile onto a Graveler there, or Golem. But this is the list. I am not sure if this is perfect. This is just me theory mining and just praying to RC that it works. It seems like it could be a lot of fun. Hopefully we don't play against a lot of Megas and Primals deck. Hopefully we set up, and hopefully we get some cool games with Golem here. But hopefully you enjoy this deck. And if you're wondering about Fan Friday, down below is my Facebook page. Go like it. And every Thursday, or every Wednesday night, I post a Fan Friday will be recorded in 24 hours. The deck with the most likes will win. And it's at a certain time. It's just whatever time I feel like recording the video is when I grab the winner. And this week at the time was Golem Machamp. So hopefully you enjoy this deck, and let's see it in action. Alright, so playing against Takashi playing a grass metal deck. Now we're actually weak to grass, which is bad for us. Ugh. But if it's Virizion Genesect, alright, it's Servine and Friends, which could actually be good here. Alright, so put down Geodude here. Yeah, we're dropping a mulligan. Yep, that's a hand. We'll play Battle Compressor. Gosh, these hands are great, guys. I've had the best hands tonight. So here we'll discard an N, Machamp, and is Feebas in the deck? I've seen my loading. There's Feebas. Alright, sweet. Now I'm looking for an N here. Oh, I already got N. What am I looking for? Maxie's. Did I already pass Maxie's? There you are. Thanks for playing today, Maxie. I'm going to hold everything else in my hand right now. We'll get an N. We'll play it. I don't want to Juniper all this stuff away. Alright, so I'm actually going to opt to, let's see, let's put the Protection Cube down here, Strong Energy here, Shaman, set up some cards, Ultra Ball, discard double Fighting Energy, okay, and here we'll get a Feebas, we'll get him ready for whenever we need to use him. Putting that big boy down, and we'll actually just end our turn here. No need to play the second Shaman right now. If we draw a Rare Candy Golem, we can't even play it. Here we see a chance for my opponent drawing 3 cards. This game looks like it's going to be an exciting one. It's going to be Venusaur versus Golem. So we'll have to see what happens here. Like I said, we are weak to grass, so this might be a bad matchup, but we see my opponent Ultra Ball discard a Shield and an Evo Soda. No Mega Venusaur coming out right now. So we see a Skarmory from my opponent. Skarmory, Grass Energy to Venusaur. Skarmory coming down. And it passed my opponent. Alright, so we'll put Graveler in the active spot. Shaman here setting up. Do we hit the Rare Candy or not? We do. Very nice for us. We get the Rare Candy, Golem in hand. And we know both switches are in the deck here. I'll put a DC here. We'll just play it in. So we get another Protection Cube, and once again, I'm just going to hold on to the Fighting Stadium. I don't want to put it down right now, just in case for some reason my opponent does play some kind of Stadium. I want to win the Stadium War. We can potentially knock out this Venusaur next turn with our Golem. Here we see a Bunnelby, or not a Bunnelby, a Bronzor coming down. We see a Wale getting a Bronzong down. This turn he puts it down. Very strong here. Now, I don't think he has any Metal Energies in the discard pile. Yeah, just a Shield Energy, so he can't Metal Link that onto there.
See grass energy going on Vrizzy. We see a random receiver. Or course. There's a bunch of metal energies and grass energy and course. Okay. And we see a pass from my opponent here. Alright. So we get the strong energy. We'll put down the fighting stadium. Well, Juniper, give me a switch, baby. That's not a switch. Okay. Let's see here. We can actually Ultra Ball, discard a fighting energy, and a rare candy. And here we can get a Milotic out and use it whenever we need to. We can actually use it right now, blow ourselves up, then retreat with Graveler to knock out Venus for this turn. We could do 150, 170, 190. No, let's do that play. Let's put a protection cube on the Milotic here. Well, Energy Grace, knocking ourselves out, letting our opponent take taking some prize cards here. Now this is a risky play. For some reason, my opponent can knock out this Golem next turn. We're probably going to lose the game here. Put 3 energies on the Graveler. Call me greedy or not, but we're going for it right now. We get an Explosion, 210 on Venusaur, and taking 2 prize cards. All right, looks good for us now. All right, and we get a Sacred Ash to get back Milotic. Oh man, so now the Milotic being discarded doesn't even matter anymore. And if we get top deck an Ultra Ball here, we can actually get him a Machamp out this turn, which is pretty crazy here. Let's hope Computer Surge Ultra Ball shows up on the top deck here. The Cold Receiver for our opponent getting 4 cards total. Oh, you have 2 strong energies. I just realized this. So 150, 70, 80, 210. Oh, we see a victory screen. Oh man. Oh man. Machamp Golem taking a win here against some Venusaur deck, and man, there we go. We finally won a game with Venusaur here. It's very exciting here. And look at us winning some 20 versus series games. Versus games. There we go. But hopefully you enjoyed this round with Golem, and I'll try my best to get another round with Golem. If I keep losing fairly badly, I'll probably just give up and cry, because this deck is it's very hard to play with. There's a lot of bad matchups. Saisto is a bad matchup. I found that out fairly quickly. It's hard to set up this deck, and but it's still fun. I mean, we did pretty good there, even though we had to like blow up our Milotic pretty early. But we were going to win the game, I think. I just wish I knew what our next card would be. We could have got him a Champ out, maybe swing for like 250. Oh man, that would have been crazy. But I hope you enjoyed this game, and we'll see another one here in a second. Alright, so here we're playing against Jellyface, playing a Lightning Water deck. Oh, please, not Seismitoad. Don't do it to me like this. Heads, alright. Boo, they get to go first. Alright, so let's see. Start Geodude. Suicune, not really worried about that guy. That's not a, oh no, we had a turn 1 Maxis. Oh my goodness. Okay, we still got a decent turn. See Suicune, Trainer's Mail, okay. And I passed my opponent here. We can put down Geodude, Protection Cube, the bench one. The active will probably get knocked out here. So we'll just play N for the turn. Yep, we'll put a Fighting Energy on the Geodude, and here we'll just end our turn. Okay. We need to top deck a Golem. There's a Manectric coming down. He's going to link it. Does he have a Water Energy to attack this turn or not? It's the big question here. We see an Ultra Ball discarding a End and a Headringer. Probably grab a Shaman. Okay, Manectric. He must already have a supporter in his hand. We see a Verse Seeker. Oh, play the End. Yes, yes. End, please. Yes. Thanks, Pokemon. Alright, great. Thanks, Dad. Alright, so we see a Professor Letter. Okay. Ooh, we can we can get a we can get an Archie's not an Archie's, a Maxie's this turn if our top card plays correctly with us. Here we see 70 onto Geodude, knocking it out. Sorry, buddy, you didn't make it past the cuts. Maybe next year. But here we'll send up Geodude. Okay. We can Battle Compressor. And we'll discard Machamp. We'll discard Maxis. I know it's in here. And we'll discard an energy. Is Feebas in here too? That's another important thing. Let's see if that card's in here or not. There's a fighting energy. Is Feebas in here or not? There's my Lodic. Oh no, we actually can't do it this turn because we'll have to play Sacred Ash. Oh no, okay. So we'll still discard those. Put down Fighting Stadium. Put a Strong Energy onto Geodude. Play a Shaman setup. Put a Graveler down. We'll retreat to the Shaman. If it gets knocked out, it's okay. I don't want my Graveler taking early damage. Hero Verse Seeker. For an end. I forgot we had Sacred Ash in our hands, so we couldn't play what I wanted to do. The correct play I wanted to do that turn. But here we'll just end our turn. Now next turn, if we get an energy or a DCE and a switch, we could knock out Suicune next turn. Headringer going down to the Shaman, not that big of a deal. Let's see what happens here. We got the Golem from next turn, so that's good. There's an Ultra Ball discarding a Battle Compressor and an Ultra Ball. Alright. Let's see what Jellyface gets here. There's another Manectric. And he just opts to do 70 here. Okay. So we get a Geodude, we get a Golem. We'll Protection Cube the other Geodude here. Man, he didn't play a supporter last turn. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I want to Lysander up this Manectric, and then I'm going to pass. And hopefully we top deck something good. There's a Rough Seas. Colress. Oh, wow, his hand was... Maybe he probably just topped at that Colress. There's no way he didn't play it last turn. But if he doesn't retreat this Manectric here, there's a Lightning Energy. He could knock out Shaman here for 40 for sure. But 20 on Golem if he does that. But if he does do that, we could knock it out. But he opts to send it to Suicune here. Bobs into Mega Manectric. Okay. Fine plays by my opponent. And knocks out the Shaman here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to set up Golem here. And we need to hit a DCE so bad this turn. Alright, so Reverse Seeker. Grabbing an in. That's the only supporter we have, really. And we'll play it. Alright, we'll Battle Compressor. I hope the other Shaman's in the deck. It is. Very nice. Okay. So this turn, let's discard the other Machamp's in our hand. That's great. We'll discard a Skyla. Let's see here. What else do we need to discard? We could probably just discard the Fighting Stadium. I don't see them being that useful. We one-shot everything in his deck as it is. And we'll probably discard a Protection Cube. Yeah, let's discard Protection Cube. Okay, so we'll discard those. Here we'll Ultra Ball discard Machamp and Rare Candy. And here we'll grab a Shaman. We need to hit a DC. Please give me a DC off these 4 cards. Alright, yes, we got it. Put down Graveler, Computer Search, discard a Fighting Stadium, and a Rare Candy. We'll get the DCE here. Alright, sweet. We're doing good. DCE this guy, and here we'll Explosion for the knockout, taking our first prize card. Yes, we get Feebas too. Okay, good. Alright, so we see Mega Manectric come to the active spot here. Let's see. What does he decide to do here? He's got 4 cards in hand. How does he power... Okay, a DC goes down to the Mega Manectric. He's going to have to opt to retreat it here. If he keeps in the active spot, it will get knocked out. He received Trainer's Mail. Have we discarded a Sacred Ash? We haven't. Okay, good. Sycamore. That's not a Lysander, so that's good. Links to Mega Manectric and Sycamore. Now, the big question here, does he play Mega Turbos? If he plays those, then that could be a problem. But if he doesn't, ooh, I mean, we top deck a Lysander. Okay, or we top deck a Verse Seeker. We played 2 Verse Seekers, so we have 1 left. Here we see Suicune come to active spot here. Alright. Oh, man. Okay, sweet. Pass my opponent. Put down Feebas. And I think I'm just going to Explosion here, knocking out the Suicune, so that way we keep my Lodic ready to go. And he's going to have to sit at the Manectric here. And when he does that, we can knock it out. Unless he has a Lysander Lightning and Energy this turn, that could be a problem. Let's see what he has here. There's a Trainer's Mail. No Lysander, please. No Lysander. What did I say? I said please. No Lysander. If he does that, we're in big trouble. But if he doesn't, we'll be okay. We'll be in an okay spot. There's a Spirit Link. That's still not a Lysander. Good. So he's going to hit us for 110, which doesn't knock us out, of course. Okay. Come on, no Lysander. And in. Yes. And a Geodude. Alright, sweet. So we see Golem here getting ticket, 110 damage. And where's the 2 energies? Probably on Manectric. That's all he can really attach it to. Okay, so 2 on that Manectric here. We'll put down the Golem, put down a DCE. And we will Juniper. Now we will lose our last Verse Seeker when we do this. But I think that's okay play. We need to get Milotic down this turn. So we'll Juniper. We got down Milotic. Nice. Well, Ultra Ball, discard an Ultra Ball and Golem. We don't need these cards. Get Geodude, keep it in our hand. And here we will just Explosion for the knockout. 340 damage. Very nice here. Taking 2 more price cards here. Oh man, it's so close. Here comes Manectric EX. Okay, there's no way he can knock out the Golem and like a Shaman. And here he just knocks out Golem here. We'll send up our Golem. We will blow up our Milotic. Oh man, we're going to win this game. We'll put 2 Fighting Energies onto this Golem. Put a Strong Energy. And here we'll Explosion for the knockout. And oh my goodness. Golem takes a game against Mega Manectric Suicune. That is amazing. Oh man, I've been trying all night to win a game with this deck. Woo! Alright, that's a good game there. That's a good game there. Hopefully you enjoyed this game. That was a pretty good game for us. We got the Milotic when we need it. He had 1 prize card left. Oh man, that's a great game there. But hope you enjoy these videos. Once again, if you want to suggest a deck for Fan Friday, on Wednesday on the Facebook page, which is down below, I'll post a thing saying, hey, leave your deck suggestions for Fan Friday, and the deck with the most likes will win. And that's why this week Golem did win. But hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. If you have subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 2,500, which is crazy. I think we're like almost 50 something away. But once again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great Friday, and thanks for watching once again. Alrighty, bye.